Hello everyone, and welcome to Stormlight video. Today is currently it's still Thursday for you guys, so hopefully I can actually get this out on Thursday. But anyways, so yeah, I particularly react to two videos. Then like two videos made by Silk World. Them being his top 10 Applejack appearances and his amended offenses supplement video. So yeah, obviously these videos been out for a while, especially that top 10 Applejack appearances videos. But now I finally get to them after I've been gone on my vacation like the past couple weeks before. So yeah, I'm definitely excited to see it. And of course, I did see while I was also gone, he made a video based off Luna. So like after this, I plan to react to that as well. So yeah, stay tuned for later on today or later on for my reaction to that. So yeah, so I got this. And of course, I think, yeah, last night I actually got like a new addition to my plushie collection and whatnot. So yeah, I got this Fluttershy plushie. It's made by that like fourth dimension like people. I believe that's the name or something like that. So yeah, I pre-ordered her like over a year ago. So and she finally came in the mail yesterday. So yeah, I really like. Of course, on camera she may look like a bit of a darker yellow color. I don't know like what color she'll be, but yeah, she's pretty nice, well done, and yeah, it's like how she's well made and such. So yeah, it's gonna have her in the background for this video, and yeah, of course I obviously appreciate her since what I remember Silkworth's favorite pony is Fluttershy back there. So yeah, I would appreciate her here. So yeah, so guys, with all that said done, I'm gonna move my pony there a bit, and yeah, so without further ado, let's get started. But first, all right. So, we're going to start this off with the top 10 Applejack appearances video. So, yeah, let's react to this one here. In 3, 2, 1, play.
Applejack. Has it already been a year since I sang your praises?
Oh, yeah, I remember like last year did like the Applejack thing.
Rolling. Applejack has a rough go with her episodes.
Yeah.
Most Applejack-centric stories feature her in a position of authority and needing to either accept help or lighten up. But AJ's a helpful character who shines when she's supporting others. So rather than list the best Applejack-centric episodes, I want to talk about the episodes where Applejack shows her best qualities. So obviously these may not be Applejack-centric, but she has played an important role. And I'm not going to count two-parters as single episodes.
Alright.
Okay? Okay. Let's start this off. These are the top 10 Applejack appearances.
Alright. Of course, play this song. Of course, I probably would feature this on the AJ, but I don't really have a AJ figure or plushie of her. I like her, just she's not my exact favorite with her. Yeah, let's see what Silkworth's store for this list here. Who's a silly pony?
Number 10.
Right.
Feeling Pinky Keen. Applejack doesn't play a huge role in this story, but represents an important perspective. On one side, you've got Twilight's insistence on reason and fact, rejecting anything that can't be quantified. On the other is Pinkie Pie's belief in the unexplained, but allowing that reliance to cause inaction. The middle point is Applejack, who acknowledges the reality without stressing any kind of belief beyond what her eyes see.
Yeah, that's
Pinkie's a twitching. You better listen.
And when it's even hinted that Fluttershy might be in danger, it's Applejack who leads the way while keeping a level head.
What do you think happened? I'm trying not to think about it.
Decisive, brave, and helpful.
Yeah, this is kind of things why I like AJ.
Trouble might be brewing.
How nice.
Okay. I guess with that, I'm definitely curious about the story.
Applebuck season.
Oh,
despite this being an episode where Applejack's stubbornness is a key issue, heck, it's the episode that defined that issue. There's a lot to celebrate here. There's the little fact that she saves the entire town from a stampede, but we also see how much other ponies respect her abilities.
Did you see Applejack's slick moves out there? What an athlete!
And it's clear from her full schedule that Applejack supports the community in so many ways.
Yeah, that's
she
true.
really is the heart of Ponyville, though clearly not the stomach.
Not big goods, big bads.
She's the go-to pony for help, but only when you're sure she's had a decent night's sleep.
I didn't get a whole lot of sleep last night, so hopefully I can take a nap later.
Number 8. Spike at your service.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was
Not a
totally
great
good.
outing for Spike, but Applejack sure
Oh
gets
yeah,
to
AG
shine.
deadly shine
From the
that
get-go,
level.
we see her athleticism and resourcefulness on display as she takes down 3 Timberwolves.
Oh yeah, that was
Granted,
cool.
I'm not crazy about how these threatening creatures were reduced to slapstick comedy, but I can't deny that Applejack knows how to handle herself in difficult odds. We see this again when she faced the
Oh, yeah,
Chimera,
that was a
but
cool
that was a
scene.
little different. AJ knew how to prep for that confrontation, whereas against the Timberwolves, she made the most of her surroundings.
Yeah, I was like on the
And throughout the
fire
episode,
track.
she remains supportive
on
and
the fire
respectful of
stuff.
Spike, even though his antics get old fast. She also shows how well she understands her friend.
Oh yeah.
It
That
wasn't
was
the
really
best
funny.
episode for all, but it is a great demonstration of why I enjoy Applejack, and why she'll never make it on Broad A.
I am a damsel
Oh.
in distress. Help me, Spike.
I love that. I just like that type of stuff by AJ. It's like
Number
I don't hate her. I just-
Friendship is Magic Part 2.
Now
Okay.
listen here.
Oh.
What I'm saying to you is the honest truth. Let go, and you'll be safe.
I do question why Applejack couldn't just say, "Let go, our friends will catch you."
Yeah,
but
really.
The meaning
Why
is
did I
still
leave-
there.
why just leave her in
Applejack's
suspense
sincerity
like that?
and calming nature are some of her best traits, and it's on full display. But saying the truth when it's towards a positive is one thing. What about when you have to say something that a friend doesn't want to hear?
Like what? Oh. Okay, that's a little short one.
Number 6.
I don't remember making that
Princess
face.
Twilight Sparkle, Part 2.
Oh,
when
yeah.
Twilight's life is at risk and Applejack helps save her, she makes one of the hardest talks in the series.
Oh yeah.
If something happened to you, I just don't think Equestria can risk losing another princess.
Now, Applejack ultimately made the wrong choice, but for the right reasons. She put the future of Equestria
Of course, she
first
didn't
and
know, like, what
foremost,
happened, so
assumed
that's
leadership in Twilight's absence, and was willing to say what needed to be said even though she clearly wasn't happy.
Yeah.
The truth is wonderful when it's something folks want to hear. Far harder to say it to a friend who doesn't want to listen. So right or wrong, I respect that Applejack was willing to speak up when she felt it needed to be heard.
Yeah, I also like that about her character. I got
Number
that face.
5. The Cutie Mark Chronicles.
Oh,
Favorite Cutie Mark story goes to Applejack. Up until this point, her country
Alright.
mannerism seemed like a
yeah.
gimmick.
Yeah, I guess I
but
think
then we got
her
to see
story
her
was
live
pretty
a
cool.
very different life.
Yeah.
Oh, it's simply divine.
So suddenly her life on Sweet Apple Acres is her own choice, a genuine sense of identity. Plus, it drives home just how strong her family bonds run. It's adorable, it's character building, and it's one of my favorites. Plus, I've grown to love her mannerisms.
Finally, I can buck like a 5-bit snake herder in an Appaloosa ranch house again.
Yeah, she just able to keep her country. That's like,
Number 4.
okay.
Simple Ways.
Oh gosh.
If Applejack was patient with Spike's shenanigans, she is downright saintly putting up with a love triangle.
Oh yeah.
But even
Ugh.
through all of that, she never gets offended or angry. Weary.
Well, she
but
gets,
her
like-
sense of humor shines through.
You get like a those angry faces stuff, but of course at this part.
But the highlight here is her role as Apple Jewel.
Oh.
The sense of balance we saw in Feeling Pinky Kane and her history in the Cutie Mark Chronicles come together. She remembers enough about Manhattan to do a better satire than Rarity, and uses that to help snap her friend back into sanity. It was the first time I thought Applejack stole the show, and I loved it.
Oh,
we also learned that
that's-
she might be
that
an
scene was
accomplished
really good.
thief.
Oh, it's one of yours.
Oh, who knew?
Looks good on her.
Number 3, Dragon Shy. Every pony got to shine in this episode,
Oh, yeah,
and
definitely.
Applejack is no exception. From saving her friend's life to
Oh,
being
yeah.
willing to haul a comatose Fluttershy up a mountain, Applejack showed a strong resolution that's aided the group through some tough challenges. Though I don't know why she thought this would have an impact on a dragon.
It's the best she's got. I don't know. I mean, it's also a pretty short one, but yeah.
Number 2, the main attraction.
Oh,
Best
I love.
Applejack
Oh,
episode to
I
date.
love this
Both her
episode.
strengths and her flaws are on full display. Her practicality and empathy allow her to sense that something's going on with her long-term friend. But when someone pushes, Applejack has a bad habit of pushing back and loses her cool.
Yeah.
Jealous of what? A pony who hides behind a veil so thick she can't see when some pony's using her?
And I usually enjoy these characters for their flaws as well as their strengths. So it's good to see Applejack stumble, but get back on the right course quickly and without being too
This is
obstinate.
good.
She gets to show her best by bringing out the best in her friend. But how, oh how is she able to play a guitar without fingers?
Yeah, seriously.
Yes, and the list containing mythical creatures, precognition, and genetic impossibilities, a horse playing a guitar is what I find really unbelievable. I'm weird like that.
Yeah, same here. Alright, so what's number 1? I can't really think of it right
And the
now.
number
What
1
we got?
Applejack appearance is Sisterhood of Social.
Oh,
Very biased here because this is my
Yeah.
favorite episode to date.
yeah,
Every
that's
pony is
a
great
really
here, but
good.
Applejack
There's
is
a lot of good
pure
episodes on
gold.
this speech show.
Athletic, hardworking, insightful, and most of all, a great friend. She's nurturing to two foals, encouraging to a depressed filly, and a guiding voice for her friend.
Yeah.
Being sisters is like apple pie.
Not to mention, she helps mend the rift between siblings through an exceptional ability to hold her breath. How long was she underneath that
Yeah,
mud?
seriously.
There's a quality I never thought I'd highlight.
What?
Breath control. But all
Oh,
this
yeah.
just points back to what I said earlier.
I say at least a
AJ
couple
is at her
minutes
best
for
helping
holding her
others.
breath.
Whether it's supporting them with her athleticism, guiding others and herself by her honesty, or just being a supportive friend, Applejack shines wherever she's needed. And while she may not have as many standout solo episodes, so many others have been enhanced by her character. So all hail Applejack and her contributions.
Oh, hail.
I'm Silver Quill. Thanks for watching.
Hey, well, of course, yeah, it's showing the AJ artwork here. That's a cool picture of her. Of course, you play a country song in here. I think I like some country songs, so I don't mind. Ooh, this is a cool one. Is that Mando Pony? Sounds like Mando Pony. Or, I don't know. See, I don't know if it is that big. I think the guy who's singing sounds like Mando Pony. Slightly. That sounds a nice one at first. Okay. Alright, so that was the top 10 Applejack appearances by Silver Quill, and yeah, there's some very good ones. I really enjoy like the Pacific moments that Silver Quill mentioned here. So yeah, let's say some moments I mean, you know, like that you really think about AJ, but yeah, with them like you'll point them out, it's like, oh yeah, those are really good qualities for AJ. Kind of like, well, I also like her, but of course she may not be like my favorite one, that, but I still like her. It's like I don't hate any of the main six. There's just ones that like I like more for certain or personal reasons. So yeah, I still like, and of course there's some definitely very good like episodes, especially that definitely explore her really good qualities very well, and yeah, this definitely shows her as being a really good character. So yeah, I definitely like the Pacific States that Silver Quill is top 10 thing. So yeah, pretty nice list. Alright, so now we get the last video for this particular reaction video, which is his Amended Fences supplement, which I do remember him mentioning he did make this video. So I'm guessing he's going to be probably exploring the idea behind the episode more or something like that. I don't know, but yeah, I guess we'll find out here. So let's react to Amended Fences supplement here. In 3, 2, 1, play.
Long ago in the city of Argos, there lived two brothers, Cleobus and Baton. Sufficient in wealth and strong in body, each had won prizes in the games. There came a time in Argives where the Feast of Hera took place, and their mother required passage to the temple. The oxen could not be brought up from the fields in time to carry her car to the temple, and so Cleobus and Baton submitted themselves to the yoke and carried their mother over 45 furlongs. That's 5.6 miles or 9.01 kilometers for you youngins.
Yeah.
Upon their arrival, the Argive men celebrated the strength of the youths, while the women praised their mother for raising such strong and faithful sons. Their mother rejoiced at both the deed itself and the story that spread throughout the land, and prayed before the goddess's shrine to gift her sons with that which is best for men to receive. After the feasting party had offered sacrifice and eaten, the young men lay down to sleep within the temple itself and never rose again. The Argives made statues of their likenesses and offered them in Delphi, for the two men had proven themselves excellent and been gifted with a happy life. Now me, I would have gotten them a gift card, but that's why I was thinking
What
Christmas.
the heck?
There is a purpose to this story, but first we need to bring
That was
it
a
back
cool
around
story,
to My
but-
Little Pony and the episode Amending Fences.
Okay.
So much of the conflict in this episode is based around the assumption that Moondancer is unhappy with her life. And these assumptions are proven correct, but I think the message got jumbled.
Yeah,
Twilight is
a
based
little
on her
bit,
assumption
especially
off
the
of
way he
Moondancer's
explained it.
socialization, never asking if the mayor in question might enjoy privacy.
Yeah.
After all, not everyone holds the same events. in
Especially
equal
with
value.
Cranky-Doodle.
Remember that shot of Rainbow Dash and Fluttershy at the butterfly migration? Guess which one is actually having fun? Yet while Rainbow might be scowling, would you describe her as unhappy? Maybe in that moment, but what about overall? Despite all the times the main six have stumbled or fallen, would you say that they're overall happy? What makes them so? They have such differing tastes and interests, some conflicting. and yet each one seems to be enjoying their shared lives.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing about happiness. No one can ever offer an all-encompassing definition of what it really means.
Yeah.
Even the U.S. Declaration of Independence asserts that people are entitled to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
Yeah.
We cannot guarantee happiness because it means something different for each person.
Yeah.
But oh, do we try to sell it.
Oh,
so often
yeah.
we try to market happiness. If you buy this product, earn this much money, or look this photogenic. We may envy people with such a status
especially
symbol,
teenagers,
but looking
crap,
back, I can't recall a eulogy that celebrated property value or a large bank account. That, my friends, is because I think there's a little bit of the classical view still alive in our culture today.
Okay.
For the ancient Greeks, those who would have raised Cleobus Matan, happiness was not an emotion. It was a judgment upon how well you had lived your life. To quote Herodotus, call no man happy until he is dead. If that
okay.
sounds familiar, then I wager that you've played Borderlands 2. You played as Zero,
I've actually never
and you
played the
unlocked
game.
his many must
I
follow
played a little bit
ability,
the first one,
which
but-
includes this very quote. See what I mean that ancient ideas still find new and curious forms of expression?
Yeah.
vanish.
And the story of these two
I guess
young
that
men
was the guy.
exemplifies that attitude. It wasn't fun to run 45 furlongs carrying a cart with their mother in tow.
Yeah.
Actually, the fact that it was their mother probably made it worse. But she criticized the whole way. You're running too fast, don't crowd your brother, mind that pothole. You know how moms get. And though the two men
yeah.
were celebrated upon their arrival, they had to be exhausted. So exhausted that some versions of that story have them dropping dead upon arrival. Yet Cleobus and Baton were honored as living happy lives, not for their final hours, but for the virtue they exemplified. Because
true.
the Greeks' happy life was not devoted simply to the pursuit of pleasure. Pleasure is temporary and often short-lived.
Yeah.
It can evaporate in a moment of tragedy. Some derive pleasure from other people's pain, but no sane human would describe that as a happy life.
Yeah.
Here is where a classic Greek parable and a children's cartoon intersect.
Okay.
With this clip.
You planning on being a professor or something?
No.
So you're just studying.
Can I go now?
It may not seem like it at first, but consider what Moondancer is saying. All those hours studying, all that reading, which can be a pleasure in and of itself.
Yeah.
But what's the goal? What is she working towards? Even she can't say because she's studying for the sake of study.
Yeah.
She's adrift, listless. She can't find her happiness because she has no clear idea of what she's working towards.
Yeah.
No virtue to guide her.
That's-
The Greek
I
viewpoint,
guess so.
which I support, is that a happy life is one focused towards the pursuit of virtue. It can't be measured in wealth or popularity, only by what you put forth.
You simply have to seize the gift of life. Oh, God. Make a contribution. Oh, God. No matter how small. Oh, God. You simply have to have led a life that wasn't totally
What's this from?
egocentric,
Not
vain, and
familiar.
self-serving. You're doing this on purpose, aren't you?
That then begs the question,
okay.
what is virtue? It's one of the oldest questions in human history.
Conan,
What?
what is best in life? Crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentation of their women.
And to be governor of California.
Yeah.
Movies. Okay, serious now. Take a look at this painting, The School of Athens. Not only is it one of Raphael's greatest works, it highlights the differing viewpoints.
Really?
Check out those two dudes in the center. On the left in red is Plato. He was so enamored by the structure of the world that he concluded it had to have been created with intelligence and purpose, hence the mathematical nature.
Numbers do not lie. Politics and poetry, promises, these are lies. Numbers are as close as we get to the handwriting of God. Would you give me a moment?
So any question of
I just wanted
morality
to clip
or
from
virtue
Mr.
could
Grimm
be
there.
expressed through mathematics, a view that many still hold.
Governing down average, gentlemen, because the best result would come
Oh, what's...
from everyone in the group doing what's best for himself and the group.
On the right and in blue
what's
is
that
Aristotle,
from?
who is
Movie
holding
from?
his book Ethics and points outwards towards the world itself and all that can be perceived there. He doubted that could be boiled down to mathematics. He was more an advocate of blending reflection with action, that happiness itself could be attained by finding the balance between intellect and pleasure. And this could be found through reason and contemplation. The life according to reason is best and pleasantest, since reason more than anything else is man. This life, therefore, is also the happiest.
Okay.
Despite the differing views, I think both these schools would say that Moondancer was making a mistake. All that knowledge was flowing into her, but not being directed towards a purpose. If tragedy were to happen, that knowledge would vanish. But now she's taken the first steps towards reaching outward. By stepping outside her comfort zone, she's allowing new ideas and interests to take shape, guided in part by her friends. Because friendship is vital, I never want to dismiss it. I just don't think that Twilight is right to assume that happiness begins and ends with friendship.
Yeah.
Going over all this, I realize I'm equal parts envious and horrified at the idea of a cutie mark. On the envious side, who wouldn't want a helping sign to point us down the right path? The horror from the idea that one is locked into a set path without the ability to reflect and choose the actions they want to take.
Especially when you're
Because at
down
the end of the day, I think happiness has more value when you have to look for it. When you have to ask yourself what holds real meaning. What keeps you going even when happiness seems far outside the moment? We look for that answer for most of our lives, and the ultimate test is whether or not we can look back and say, yeah, I did good. I'm Silver Quill, and I found a lot of happiness in making these videos, even if it's not always a smooth ride. I hope you're all finding paths to your own happiness. Thanks for watching.
Thank you for making these videos. They're definitely a lot of fun, enjoying to watch these. So yeah, so that was Amending Fences Supplement, and yeah, I kind of like he was able to explore, you know, like the like they had stuff behind like the episode where yeah, I kind of remember his like review of the episode where yeah, like especially especially how they showed the episode like where it showed that Moon Dad wasn't happy with being kind of a bit of a loner, just studying and whatnot. But of course, yeah, people like me, like we kind of like being able to do that kind of stuff, you know, being by ourselves and, you know, just doing our own thing, like reading, playing games, or right, like drawing, or just whatever we do in our spare time. So yeah, I kind of like how to explore that. But of course, obviously, if we really don't have like much of like a goal in mind to like be for all this or whatever, especially with Moon Dad's just studying because studying, that's really not too much happening. Of course, you kind of have a goal and you feel like you like might have like accomplished all that. That's a very nice thing, especially now lately. For at least for me, specifically, where I may not have like accomplished a whole lot, but I am happy with my life right now. I have like a very nice amount of friends right now, and I feel like I've made a pretty nice impact on them, especially in certain ways, especially with yeah, some of the stuff I've done in the past has definitely come into in the positive light today. So yeah, I'm pretty happy right now. Of course, there's certain things not like too happy about, but overall I have a happy life and whatnot. So yeah, of course, I was pretty nice to see that Soko was able to explore that with this video being based on that episode. So yeah, I really like that. And this is definitely again why Soko is like my favorite reviewer in the Brony community. It's just like for make these type of videos like going beyond the line of duties, just to like talk about this stuff. And yeah, it's definitely, and especially, you know, quoting like all those like Greek stories and like really old references to like old stuff. And yeah, I definitely like how I was able to do that and such. So yeah, that's why I really like Silco and definitely enjoy watching these videos and being able to react and such. So yeah. So yeah, guys, I definitely enjoyed these two videos I watched by Silco today. So yeah, and if you haven't seen these audio or any of the other videos by Silco, I definitely highly recommend checking them out. They're very awesome to watch. So overall, this Rex video. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to more videos, and leave a comment down below. Such what video I expect you next. And yeah, like I said before, I will be reacting to his latest video. Let's see, what's the episode title for the thing? His After the Fact Lovable Luna video. So yeah, obviously probably talk about Luna in that video. So yeah, I will be reacting to that next after this one. So stay tuned for that. So, overall, this video. Hope to see you guys very soon. Bye.